Welcome to your weekly Square Trade Staples Pilot Store training video. All I ask is just a few minutes of your time, and I promise I will help you increase your attach rate. So the word of today that I want us to concentrate on is overcoming typical objections and how we can practice overcoming them. So today I want to talk about anticipating typical objections and practicing how you will overcome them. So in my opinion, the best way to overcome objections is number one, share the value of Square Trade and how it relates to your customers' lives, and number two, be authentic when discussing it. So in other words, be yourself. That is your biggest strength. Typically, objections fall in five main categories, what I call the factor of five. The first factor is trust. Many of you face questions that, are you on commission? Your customers are suspicious about why you're talking to them about Square Trade. You must have an angle. If that's the case, then leverage our own social media, talking to them about Square Trade, or your own personal stories. That's about being authentic, and that's the way that you can increase your trust factor when talking to your customers. So the next factor is that of time. This is tricky for Tier 4 stores when you don't have that much labor out on the floor, and that means that the first and only time you talk about Square Trade is at the front end. But take the time to mention to your customers, I know that your time is valuable, and if you just have a short minute, I would like to share how Square Trade can save you money, because time is money. The next factor of five is need. You must explain to the customer why they need Square Trade. It is the perfect item to pair with their device purchase because Square Trade keeps their device up and running. Let's face it, customers literally have shrines devoted to their purchases at home, and Square Trade is that perfect item that keeps them up and running. The next factor of five is that of money. Your customers have the money to buy. You need to explain the value of Square Trade by asking open-ended questions to understand their pain points. Never assume that money is a hurdle. Ask every single time. And the last factor of five is that of urgency. Before the customer leaves, the customer must take action to get a Square Trade purchase today. So in closing, if you focus on overcoming these five typical objections, the factor of five, I promise you, you'll be increasing your Square Trade attach rate. So try it and let me know. I hope these few tips will help you, and if you have any comments or feedback, please feel free to write your comments in the section below. Thank you for joining me. I'm Mark Doty, Summer Square Trade.